Izinto zonke kungakho simbabaza simbonga ngayikhathi zonke ngoba yena yedwa nguJehova odalayo egameni likaJesu. Uthi wangidala ngiwuqala kwendlela yakho ekusikeleni kwakho amazulu ngangikhona ekuniseni kwakho iy'ntaba nganginawo ngiyingcwethi yomsebenzi wakho. uJohane uthi ulizwi kaNkulunkulu konke kwavela ngayo. Ulizwi angakabi khona kuzange kube khona lutho. Kukho konke okudaliweyo kudalwe ngayo ulizwi kaNkulunkulu. Wena umuhle Jehova, umuhle ngendodana yakho. Natsho sibuyisele kuwe ngesu lakhe, sidalela ukudumisa wena, sidalela ukubabaza wena. Haleluya.
Ngibamukele ababukeli bethu nabalaleli bethu beKhaya Radio. It is indeed another beautiful Thursday namhlanje. Sisenyangeni kaOctober, inyanga enhle, inyanga emnandi. Inyanga that is full of spring. Angazi kiwada kaOctober nje is always dodgy. 1 minute it's raining, 1 minute it's sunny. But in October is always full of rain. I'm not sure noma it's because of spring. But ke inyanga yami ke yokuzalwa uOctober. So I feel so much happy ngoba ugirl uyazalwa. So namhlanje ke it is a Thursday. Siyazi ukuthi njalo uma kulesine ila sithi khona it's a women's worth Thursday la sikhuluma khona nabantu besifazane nje kakhulu noma lolu hlelo ke singasho ukuthi abantu besilisa uma belalela bathi angeke ngize ngilalele ngoba mina ngisiyena umuntu wesifazane. You can tune in, you can learn one thing or two about umuntu wesifazane, right? So nje I invite all our male listeners to please do tune in ukuze ke bezokwazi ukuthi ba understand abantu besifazane. Though ke la kwisho la sigquzela khona ukuthi abantu besifazane babe ne confidence, babe ne self esteem, bayithande, bazazi ukuthi bawethi ngoba siyazi ukuthi abantu besifazane kuye kuthiwa they are emotional beings. Imizimba yabo kakhulu icontrolwa ama emotions because inama hormones. Amanye ama hormones ngelinye ilanga ashona phansi, ngesinye isikhathi hormones abuya shone phezulu. Ngelinye ilanga you feel good, ngelinye ilanga you feel bad, ngelinye ilanga you want to talk, ngelinye ilanga you don't want to talk, ngelinye ilanga you are confident, ngelinye ilanga you feel ukuthi I am so not confident, ngelinye ilanga you feel beautiful, ngelinye ilanga you feel so ugly, ngelinye ilanga you feel in shape, ngelinye ilanga you feel so fat. In one body, in 1 month kwenzakala zonke lezo zinto kumuntu wesifazane. I can witness to that. Khona insuku le where I will wake up and feel ukuthi yo ngaze ngakhuluphala, then the other days I will wake up and say ngaze ngakhuluphala ngamuhle, ngezinye insuku ngaze ngakhuluphala I need to lose some weight. It's because umzimba wethu ucontrolwa kakhulu ama-chemicals esiwabiza ngokuthi ama-hormones. That's who we are thina as abantu besifazane. We are very emotional. Sometimes noma senza ama-decisions sike siwenze out of ama-emotions, uthola ukuthi usubhastile kodwa uma usulale wavuka usuyabona ukuthi okay, kahle kahle there was no need. Lento ebengiyibhastela, lento ebengiyishunqela, kahle kahle asikho isidingo sayo when you come back to your reasoning mind. So the past few weeks ke sikhulumile ke la kwishow la sikhuluma khona nge-self-esteem. Siyaqhubeka ke nale topic yethu self-esteem because ayikho into eshaya abantu besifazane abaningi ukungazethembi, ungabi nayo i-self-esteem, ukungazazi. Iyona into eshaya abantu abaningi. Ungabi nayo i-self-esteem kuzala ama-bullies, abantu besifazane abamabhuli. Ungabi nayo self-esteem ngesinye isikhathi kuyabazala ngisho nabathakathi. Uthola ukuthi umuntu nje uyathakatha ushaya abantu ngezichithe emsebenzini, not because labantu khona into ayibangayo nabo, not because labantu mhlambe bahlele esihlalweni sakhe in the same position. Uciko ukuthi nje lo muntu wesifazane uhleze efika apaka imoto yakhe, agqoke i-pencil skirt yakhe, agqoke ne-pencil heel yakhe, abe muhle yabo, afake i-makeup, then you feel lo muntu wesifazane ukuthi nje uyayitshela ngizomthobisa mina. Then boom usuyahamba uyothenga isichithe emakethe, usumshaya ngesichitho ukuthi akabe nezinduna, ukuthi abantu abangamthandi. Animangi lutho naye lo ohamba yothenga isichitho. It all begins with self-esteem. Yongazazi ukuthi i-low self-esteem, nongazazi ukuthi naye uworthy. I remember ukuthi last time on the show sikhulumile ngokuthi i-worthiness yethu, our core worth is equal. Akekho umuntu oworthy ngaphezulu komunye, akekho umuntu oworthy ngaphansi komunye. UNkulunkulu utheme sidwala wasinikeza lento ye-worthiness yokubaleka equal to everyone. It's a matter of digging deep and looking within you. Musu suyayithola i-core worth yakho ukuthi nawe you are worthy as much as nalo munye umuntu wesifazane eworthy. You are worthy in that dark skin, you are worthy in that light skin, you are worthy in that thick body, you are worthy in that slim body. Angithi yabo, you are worthy unabo abantwana, you are worthy abantwana ungenabo, because sometimes Tina, we value and judge ourselves ngama external factors. Last time ke on the show we spoke kakhulu ngama external factors ekuyizinto ezicontribute kakhulu endleleni Tina esizamkela ngayo noma endleleni Tina esiyibuka ngayo, right? So ke sakhuluma ngesasho ukuthi ama external factors, ama outer events, ama circumstances enza indlela esi-experience ngayo i-worthiness yethu ukuthi ibe high noma ibe low, right? Uthola ukuthi kune-event eyake yenzakala empilweni yakho, maybe wake waba i-victim ye-abuse, any sort of abuse. It can be emotional, it can be sexual, it can be physical. Uthola ukuthi umuntu just because was raped maybe at the younger age, uthola ukuthi yena useyitreat-a njenganesidwedwe ukuthi mina anginto yalutho vele because they violated me. Mntaka baba, izinto ezenzakala outside our bodies, outside in our lives, they don't take or add anything in our worthiness. Wena uphelele, the core you iphelele, i-complete, akuhlephuka ngalutho, because i-core worth ayifluctuate. I even said ayifluctuate njengane-rand noma ne-economy, ukuthi namhlanje iphansi kusasa iphezulu, namhlanje iphansi ikusasa iphezulu. No, i-core worth yakho imile, equal ratio, ihamba nje njengolayini oqondile, ithi ishona le phambili, ayinawo amazigizeko ukuthi iphansi namhlanje iphezulu kusasa, iphansi namhlanje iphezulu kusasa, ngoba izinto ezama external factors ezenzakala empilweni zethu as contribute lutho to our core worth. So once we master that ukuthi i-core worth yethu it remains whole, no matter kwenzakalani empilweni zethu, sizobe sichanile ke bantu besifazane, right? mhlambe engakusho ukuthi enye into ke ngama external factors ukuthi ama external factors amanye they act like i-sunlight, right, njenganelanga ukuthi ukulibona ukuthi ilanga uma it's not amanye ama external factors enzakala empilweni zethu they challenge i-core worth yethu ukuthi sizizwe si-unworthy, but akufanele ke sigcine sibuka the negative external factors. Fanele siwabuke nama good external factors ukuthi uma wona enzakala empilweni zethu enze njani. So ama good external factors wona they act like a sunlight ukuthi uma kwenzakala the good external factors where you feel loved, where you feel appreciated, where someone says thank you, where someone says I love you, when someone says you are beautiful, kuba sengathi it's a sunlight that beams, that shines to your soul. Then mese sekuba khona these beautiful rays asparkayo aphumele ngaphandle, then suddenly there is a smile on your face, then suddenly you feel happy ngoba naku umuntu ukutshela ukuthi uyakuthanda, ngoba naku umuntu ukutshela ukuthi umuhle, ngoba naku umuntu uthe uyabonga. But that ngabe lokho kuyayishintsha i-core worth yakho ukuthi kuyishonise phezulu? No, indlela wena osuku ufila ngayo, but i-core worth yakho ibi always you 100% even before lo muntu lo akuncome. Because the dangerous thing that happens to us as women, we end up, okay, recently I was doing a study about a psychological illness ebizwa ngokuthi umuntu where a person becomes a narcissist. Ukuthi what happens when you are married to a narcissist? What happens when you are dating a narcissist from i-angle yomuntu wesifazane dating indoda a narcissist? Ukuthi ama narcissist they are very 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 intelligent, if I can use that word, ngoba they are playing with your emotions. They know how to control ama emotions akho. Ufike i-narcissist ikushaye ikutshele how bad you are, ikubhaqa, then few minutes later or few hours later the narcissist will come back with the flowers and the chocolate, and the narcissist will blame you and say uyazi ukuthi ngikuthanda kangakanani mina, yazi ukuthi nje wena you push me to the verge yokuthi ngikushaye, ngiyakuthanda mngami umuhle, angithi yabo, never push me to that corner where I beat you, it's you. Then suddenly I blame you, like shame yena uyangithanda, imini umuntu obhedayo. I-narcissist will always push you to that corner where you blame yourself. Where relationship uwena umuntu wrong, where relationship uwena omdrive ukuthi agcine sekushayile, where relationship uwena omdrive ukuthi akacheat, where relationship umdrive ukuthi akakuthuke. That's how a narcissist behave. So if uthina as abantu besifazane singayilungisi lento yethu ye self esteem, lento yethu ye core worth, ila sigcina khona sihlala in abusive relationships, sihlala where we are not appreciated, sihlala where we are beaten, sihlala where we are sexually violated. Because ukuthi you are married, that's the topic of another day. Ukuthi ushadile nomuntu, it doesn't mean fanele athathe advantage of you sexually noma ushade naye. So ngokomthetho wase South Africa, if the person says no, noma ngabe kuthiwa une ring yakhe emnweni, nine certificate esinibinda together in community of property, when you say no ngomzimba wakho, it's a no. If a pusher from no, it is considered a rape. Ungalivula icala, angaboshwa futhi lo muntu izandla nenyawo, ushadile naye ngoba uviolate ilungelo lakho usumtshelile ukuthi cha. So lento yethu yokuthi i-core worth yethu is challenged, i-self esteem yethu is challenged, iyona egcina isenza ukuthi sihlalele ama-toxic relationships. Uthola ukuthi uhleli, but these relationships it's so toxic. Uhlalela ukuthi lo muntu ukutshela ukuthi umuhle, uhlalela ukuthi lo muntu uyakuncoma, ekuncoma enjalo kodwa uyakubhaqa, ekuncoma enjalo kodwa ngelinye ilanga uyakuthuka. Khona omunye umuntu kade eshare imeme uthi omunye umuntu angasikhoshela athi 6 years and 6 years of the relationship and still going strong, but every week uthuka intombi entsha wena. Is it something to be proud about ukuthi senilast for 6 years kwi-relationship kodwa kulo 6 years wena every week uyakhala ngoba you discover ukuthi unentombi entsha sekufanele uhambe uyohubha leyo ntombi bantu besifazane this is 2021 asingawahlaleli nje lawo ma relationship lawo ukuthi where you become so understanding at an expense of your emotions. Namhlanje mina I am giving you a challenge ukuthi once you understand ukuthi i-core yakho you 100%, umuntu ekuncomile engakuncomanga, umuntu eshilo ukuthi thank you engashongo ukuthi thank you wena uphelele, wena you are beautiful, wena you are loved, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and when you are appreciated. It all begins by you appreciating yourself, loving yourself. Uyincome wena ukuze ungarely emazwini omuntu wesilisa. But ke yonakele phike le yonakele khona yonakale from our childhood. Maybe we need to one day deal nama parenting skills ukuthi what can we do thina as this generation esisazokhulisa ingane that we can do differently engenza ukuthi ingane zethu zibe ngcono, right? But again, that's the topic for another day. I hope ke ukuthi ke lento yama external factors they understand ukuthi ime kanjani ukuthi ama external factors they can make you feel bad, they can make you feel good, but it doesn't change ukuthi your core worth is 100%, right? So whether ama external factors they are good or they are bad, they are not your core worth, right? So if umuntu ke measures i-core human worth yakhe ngokuthi mhlambe kwenzakaleni enhle yini erongi eyenzakalile mhlambe to make you understand, let me make this example. Kufana nokuthi labantu abenza ama investment, the investment portfolio, right? Investment portfolio ukungena uthola ukuthi you bought shares mhlawumbe ama shares aka Capitec. I saw ukuthi uCapitec udropile, I think it's yesterday. Mhlawumbe nama shares aka Capitec, then uCapitec when things they don't go right uthola ukuthi uyadropa. At the moment uthungela is skyrocketing, uthungela is it's a mine yamalahle. So kunezinto ezenzakalile, I'm not sure what's the story ukuthi kodwa nje kune story ngamalahle which made ukuthi amalahle abe in demand, then uthungela is doing very well in the market, angithabo. So if wena une portfolio of investment of shares, you've got uCapitec, you've got uthungela, maybe any other investment that you have. At the moment uCapitec is down, uthungela is uthungela is up, angithabo. That is impilo. So if wena i-core worth yakho uzoyimeasure noma i-value yakho uzoyimeasure ngezinto ezenzakalayo empilweni yakho ukuthi unemali noma unamali ushadile noma unezingane zonke lezo zinto, if uzomeasure i-value yakho, okay, let me use this word le value ngoba ngicabanga ukuthi ilona elenza eli understandeka kangcono than igama elithi core worth. I-value yakho uma uzoyijudge ngokuthi kwenzakalani around you, uyafana nomuntu o-investile on a portfolio when things they are down uthola ukuthi it's red, when things they are good then if your portfolio becomes green, angithabo. Sometimes days are not the same. Sometimes uyafika your whole portfolio is red. Stock nje imarket siyabheda nje sonke, the whole portfolio is red. Sometimes you'll have a good day where you wake up uthola ukuthi your whole portfolio is green because the market is right. Impilo yethu ke guys ayisiyona imarket. It doesn't rise or fall ngokuthi kwenzakalani empilweni zethu. I-value yethu ayisiyona imarket. It doesn't rise or fall, it doesn't go up or down ngokuthi kwenzakalani empilweni zethu. No matter how bad kwenzakaleni empilweni yakho umuntu wesifazane usane value. No matter kwenzakaleni enhle empilweni yakho umuntu wesifazane i-value yakho isalingana nalomuntu wesifazane obenama traumatic or izinto ezinzima ezenzakala empilweni yakhe ezibhlungu, i-value yenu nina nobabili isalingana ngoba uNkulunkulu usidale kanjalo. So let us stop judging ourselves, let us stop ukuthi simeasurishe ngokuthi kwenzakalani empilweni zethu, then we feel good or we feel bad, right? So ke ngelinye ilanga ke kuthiwa there is indaba ekade ngiyifunda ekuthiwa yashiwo a dying wise man. Kuthiwa a dying wise man once told his friend before ashone ukuthi the culture we have does not make people feel good about themselves, and you have to be strong enough to say if the culture doesn't work, don't buy it, right? Thina ke as Africans, i-culture isenza thina abantu besifazane singafeel good about ourselves. I-culture whether eyamaZulu, whether eyamaXhosa, whether yabeSotho, whether yabaSwati, any culture, go to African countries, go to Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Congo, anywhere, i-culture ihlezi icindezelwa umuntu wesifazane. Go to Islam, i-culture icindezela umuntu wesifazane ukuthi angafeel good about herself. Uhlezi kunokuthi intombazane ayenzi into ethize, intombazane ayilala ivuke ngo9, intombazane ayikwenza into ethize, intombazane ayigqoki kanjena, umuntu wesifazane kufanele ayifihle kanjani. All those things ezenzakalayo, i-culture iyamcindezela umuntu wesifazane. But we as women, can we grow and say enough is enough? We don't buy it. We are breaking this barrier of i-culture. Thina as abantu besifazane siyadlubulundela kuyona. If the culture oppresses you, phuma kwi-culture. Uma i-culture ikucindezela umuntu wesifazane, phuma kwi-culture. Iyeke lento yokuthi hayi mina. No. Sidlulile kuleyo era, sikwi-era entsha la umuntu wesifazane enelungelo lokuthi angaye emsebenzini ayosebenza, enelungelo lokuthi umuntu wesifazane angadrive imoto, enelungelo lokuthi angathenga umuzi, enelungelo lokuthi angabamba umuzi wakhe. Siphumile kulezi ikhathi la kuthiwa khona umuntu wesifazane akawakho umuzi. Umuntu wesifazane uhlala ekhaya azalinda indoda ezomkhipha egcekeni ngokuthi imlobole mase seyaphuma ebusuku ngesikecekece selight kucula amaculo kuthiwa budayisile ngami ahamba emzini yabantu. In this generation esiphila kuyona, as umuntu wesifazane wena unelungelo lokuhamba uyoxoxisana ne-estate agency uzithengele umuzi wakho othi wena ngaphandle kwendoda, othi wena umuzi wakho uyihlalele nabantwana bakho, uzikhulisela abantwana bakho ngaphandle kwendoda. So mina ngifuna ukuthi kuleli uhlelo ngi-encourage ukuthi let us break these barriers of i-culture. If i-culture is oppressing you umuntu wesifazane, say no to the culture. Ayikho into wrong ngalokho, because abantu, we need to understand ukuthi abantu abaqala i-culture yaqalwa abantu abathize abazizwa benamandla, yawela esizukulwaneni. My husband to be uke wahamba wayovakashela isihlobo sakubo, the only remaining eldest member yakubo, uhamba wayifuna bayithola. Then usethi lo baba useyafika useyamtshela usethi ziningi izinto ekufanele nginifundise zona. Usethi njenganani baba? Usethi njenganokuthi kulesi sibongo sala ekhaya umention isibongo sakhe that I cannot mention. Asiphuza utshwala buyichilo. Then he says here, okay, luckily I am a Christian, angiphuzi vele utshwala. Usethi yeah, kodwa ke noma ungayona iChristian, whether uyawahlabela amadlozi noma awahlabeli, usiko lala ekhaya luthi asiphuze utshwala useyambuza ukuthi ngobani usethi because ubaba omkhulu wethu ukhokho kakhokho utshwala wabuqalekisa ngoba waphuza angazi wadayisa kwenzakalani but something happened esedakiwe then he said utshwala ngiyabuqalekisa kulesizukulwane nesizukulwane esiyolandela yonke ingane yami eyophuza yonke ingane yalesi sibongo sala ekhaya eyophuza utshwala iyolahlekelwa yona yonke into so nje uma ufuna izinto zakho zambe kahle empilweni fanele ungaphuza utshwala you see sekuyiculture yala ekhaya yokuthi utshwala abuphuze but it began with one man owaba ne challenge notshwala wadecide ukuthi utshwala buqalekisa ukuthi kulesizukulwane sala ekhaya kulomndeni wala ekhaya utshwala abuphuze. So I'm trying to make an example ngeculture ukuthi iculture yaqala ngokuthi abantu abathize kwenzakala into ethize bashaya imithetho ethize lemithetho ethize yawela esizukulwaneni but thina ke as a generation of today we've got power to break the cycle. If the culture oppresses you, say no to the culture. If the culture makes you to have low self-esteem, say no to the culture. If the culture ikwenza ufeel unworthy, say no to the culture because iculture yenza umuntu wesifazane abe inobethongi osikweni kwaziwa ukuthi umuntu wesifazane uyi-nothing akahlali la kuhleli khona amadoda akadluli la kuhleli ekunamadoda ngakhona akwenza ukuthi no guys loyo nto ibabulela abantu besifazane abaphile ngaphambi kwethu. But Tina, as a generation of today, we've got power to take our stand. Another daughter of mine, she's very great, very, very great. She's doing well. She's powerful. Then we are discussing in the Bayomshato. You would, okay, blah, 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 I need to get married. Then I said, no, okay, stop putting in pressure to Ingane. You would say, finally, Ishati. Because what I have seen, another wise man said to me, the problem is, Tengiwe, the horses, they are very powerful, but the riders, they are not skilled. That's mean, what do you mean? What you as women in a generation as Pilagion, you are very powerful, you are very great. Nikwazi ukubamba amakhaya ngoba nikhuliswe omama obaba bengekho. Banikhulisa ukuthi nibe independent, nikwazi ukuzenzela izinto, nikwazi ukubamba amakhaya. But the problem, our boys, they are not skilled. So the horses, they are very powerful, but the riders, they are not skilled. So kunengxenye ekufanele idlalwe obaba kubantu besilisa ukuthi badodisane because our mothers, they've already done their parts empilweni zethu. So abantu besilisa badinga ukudodisana ngoba what happens when you are married to a powerful horse but you can't ride the horse? Ihashe lizoshaya amangqemngqeshe ligijime ihashe shaya amangqemngqeshe likise la lithanda khona then isociety misithini udlisiwe udonswa ngekhala in ngobani the rider is not skilled. So there is a skill of dealing with a powerful woman ukuthi azazi ukuthi as much as she is powerful but in this relationship you are partners wena njenganomuntu wesilisa you are the head of the family. I am speaking this in a right perspective ngoba I always say I am a very powerful horse. If you don't channel me ungifake ku channel right ngiyathatha ngikubeke la ngithanda khona mina sambe siyoshona le la ngazi khona nami. But there is a way yokudila nami akufanele kodwa ungizele ngobuso kufanele ungizele kahle ngokuhlakanipha bo ungakhombisa ukuthi uyangiphatha ungiphathe ngeskill mekabo iskill leso ekufanele umuntu ozoshada nami kufanele asimastarish ukuthi okay uhlekiwe mengimhendlishe kufanele ngimhendlishe ngeskill ngoba mengiye ngafuna ukumzela ngengqondo yokuthi mina ngiyindoda then kufika la ekutestana khona amandla ke because the horse is very powerful. Mhlawumbe omunye umuntu anganga understand but in reality our daughters, our sisters, they are very powerful. But abantu besilisa banenselelo of learning to ride a powerful horse. I hope that makes sense. So sifikile ke lapho ke as we are building self-esteem yethu, our core worth, our value, angithi yabo, we are becoming these great powerful horses, lamahashi anamandla, because now we know who we are confident, siyazazi ukuthi ivalue yami ayi-challenge ukuthi ungincomile ungenzeni wangangenzela ukuthi wathini wangakusho ukuthi I know nje ukuthi I am worthy whether ukhona empilweni yami noma awukho empilweni yami, ngiworthy ukhona, ngiworthy ungekho, ngiworthy ungithanda, ngiworthy ungangithanda, ngine-value. I-value yami ayehliswa ayinyuswa ukuthi wena wenzeni empilweni yami. I-value yami ayehliswa ayinyuswa ukuthi wena ngidivosile. Sinabantu besifazane abaningi abahlalela ama-toxic relationships ngoba bacabanga ukuthi once e-home affairs kwathiwa divorced i-value yabo iyehla. Let me tell you, sithando sami, une-value ne-stigma sakho esibhala ukuthi divorced. During the week ngiye ngaya e-regional courts, lapha e-civil courts, then ngabona inkantolo where divorces they happen. Okay, I saw a group of people, two different kinds group of people, I can say. Abanye bebengena nkosami umbona shema ukuthi unkosi yami eyazi yamshaya idivorce umntakaThixo uyihudulela nophaqo nje manje uyambona ukuthi shema bandla uzoyidabukisela la enkantolo. Then I will feel sorry for them. Then the other lady, yo kwafika omunye usisi man ayisuka yanyathela intokazi yakhona ishaya iweave makeup ile iphethe isikhwama sayo, uyabona nje ukuthi muhle wanyathela umntaka baba. And futhi uyamuzwa ukuthi noma ekhuluma ukuthi hayi ukuthi siya divorce, it doesn't mean phela ukuthi impilo yami kanjani usa confident, uyazazi ukuthi une-value. Yilelo giya ke thina abantu besifazane ekufanele sihambe ngalo ukuthi ukushiyile akakushiyanga wena, i-value yakho isamile isawu 100%, right? So ke sikhulumile ke namhlanje ke ngifuna ukuthi ke sidlulele ku block number 2 okwi unconditional love, because we are building angithi we are building self-esteem. Angithi sikhulumile ngo block number 1 okwi unconditional worth, okwi unconditional value. So now we are speaking about ke block number 2 okwi unconditional love, right? So kuthiwa ke psychologist Abraham Maslow noted that psychological health is not possible without love for the essential core. So this psychologist made a study wabona ukuthi ke i-psychological health ayikho possible if uthando lungekho. Anyone who suffers from a psychological illness, they need to look deep down their souls, ba-check i-worth yabo. Do they feel loved? Bayazizwa yini bethanda? I suffered ne-depression for isikhathi eside, to a point ngaze ngangena kwi-treatment ye-depression, you know the story, ngaye ngashare once kwi-show. But after I've read this statement from this psychologist Abraham Maslow, ngabheka ngempela ukuthi what triggered my depression, what made me to feel depressed, what made me to have the anxiety. Ngabona ukuthi all I ever wanted was to be loved without conditions. Ungangithandi ngoba naku ngikwenzela into ethize, ungangithandi ngoba naku I am a good girl, I am a good child, ngiwasha izitsha. I ended up mina empilweni yami working for love. Ukuthi okay, fanele ngibe good girl, ngiwasha izitsha, ngiclean, khona kuzothiwa oh my good girl. That's what we do thina as African parents. Ingane yakho uyincoma ngoba naku iwasha izitsha, wabuya endlini kukliniwe. Ingane yakho uyincoma ngoba naku uyenze into enhle. That parenting skills, guys, is wrong. Don't tell your child you love him ngoba naku enze something. Don't say thank you, you are good to your child ngoba naku enze something. Can you just say one day kwingane yakho ngiyabonga sithandwa sami? Ithuke nje ingane ukuthi ubongani ma, uthi nje for being a good daughter that you are, engenzanga lutho. khona ezokwazi empilweni ukuthi I don't need to work for my worth. Isikhathi esiningi thina we are working for our value. Ukuze sizizwe sine value, we work hard. Isikhathi esiningi lento sike siyibone enganeni ekhule zaba ama-orphans where a parent is no longer there. Uthola ukuthi ingane isiyislave ngoba ikhuliswa u-aunt. Izofukuza ingane yabantu ngoba she is fighting for i-acceptance. She is fighting for a seat kwi-room ye-acceptance. Can we make our children feel accepted without working for it? Umntwana wakho musi wayifanele akusebenzele ukuba accepted by you. Can you accept her nje accept? Vele uma uzofuna ukum-accepta esemdala esenama wrong behaviors, it's going to be very challenging. But can you accept your child as young as she is, esayitoddler, esayi-newborn, umenze azizwe accepted by sending good vibration? Thina sazi ukuthi ingane iyathethi, yayi wena Ncela, yayi wena, yayi. Can you have that moment of bonding with your child as a mother, and you tell your child ukuthi umthanda kangakanani? Because lento yokunga-receive uthando from ebuncaneni bakho iyona lesenza ukuthi sibe nenamba eningi negroup eningi yabantu abasafarishayo psychologically. I remember I once had this conversation ama-offices esasedube Village Mall nabantu esasebenza nabe office. Si-analyze igroup yabantu ekhule ngaphandle kama nobaba beshadile bethandana nomuntu okhule noma yedwa. Then I had the privilege of listening to abantu abakhule noma nobaba beshadile bethi it's so nice guys, ngisho esikoleni nje kuyahlakanipheka, uba peaceful, kuba ne-peace yokuthi nje anga uphile emhlabeni wakho wedwa nje ukuthi yazi impilo imnandi. Then ngayithatha lento abayishoyo ngazama ukuyibheka empilweni yami ngayibona ukuthi I don't know that peace mean, I don't know that love. Angazi nje, I've never felt it empilweni yami. I have never felt it, angithi yabo, because mina I was raised by a single parent ebizama isibambe ngamazinyo izabalaza ukuthi sibe nempilo sikwazi ukuya esikoleni, angithi yabo. So that peace was not there ngoba I couldn't feel it uma ingekho kumzali wami, so there was no way I can feel it endlini, angithi yabo. So kune difference. So thina-ke as an upcoming generation, guys, can we fight nje ukuthi ingane zethu zizalelwe in loving families where there is a mom, where there is a dad abathandanayo? Then you decide to bring a soul emhlabeni ukuze ingane yakho izokhula under that roof enothando. Because thina kuthiwa we are third generation, basibiza kanjalo kwi-social media. So we are the third generation with beautiful pictures. What makes us to be this third generation with beautiful pictures? It's because thina sibese badini of growing up kuma families where there is no peace, where there is no love, where abazali they are fighting to get a piece of bread, they are fighting ukuthola utamatisi ka-R5. So uma mfethu ngilwela ukuthi udle iphisi vele ngizoyithathaphi egcineni ngoba ngibuya ngikhathele kophanda ngifuna ukuyilalela. Itiye lama lenziwe ngani? Sikhuliswa abazali abayithethelayo thina abanenhliziyo ezincane. Othi noma umthinta ikhanda kushaya isandla uthi ngithintelani, unginamathalela ini? Uyamazi lo mzali? I think my mom is like that. Ushintshe ngelasibhoni yasekhaya. But thina when we are growing up with my nosisamo ngilamayo, umanje hey, isicela sukuthi uzami unginamathalela yini into nginamathalela yona? Angisabo. Ngoba bekuzabalazwa bafethu, bekuzabalazwa, and nathi sakhula siba machwane eyinyoka ayibonelayo empilweni ukuthi kwenzakala njani. But then as women we've got power to change that. Love your children, give your children time, compliment them ngoba lento yokungalutholi unconditional love iyona elidela kuma psychological illnesses amaningi, right? Istudy kuthiwa ke children with self-esteem, they tend to have parents who love them. Istudy sithi abantu abaningi abatholakala bene self esteem right, it's because kutholakala ukuthi kunabazali emva kwabo ababathandayo. Kuthiwa labazali ke they show interest empilweni zeingane, they treat ingane zabo with respect, bayayinikeza encouragement, bayayisupport in everything that they do. If ingane ine sport esikoleni, they are present. If ingane inento ethize, they are present. If ingane kuyi birthday yayo, they make sure that they celebrate a birthday, they go all out ukuze ingane ifeel special. Kuthiwa lezo ingane ke ezikhule kanjalo uma sezindala kuhlezi kutholakala ukuthi i-self esteem yabo ave i-right, i-self esteem yabo is very 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 correct ngobani bakhule kanjalo. So ke bathi indaba ezimnandi ke ukuthi wena ufana nohlengiwe ukhule where there is no support, where there is no encouragement, where there is no love. Akusho ukuthi phela usu down and out ngempilo yakho. Even though you did not experience this type of love from your parents, you can learn to become a good parent to yourself. Kanjani na? Respect yourself, encourage yourself, and support yourself. Uzothi omunye umuntu ke ay yini ke lolu uthando ke luyini uthando? Okay, sifundile kakhulu ke bandleni ubaba udokotela wasifundisa ngothando. Kodwa ngifuna ukudescribe uthando from eyintweni eziningi azisho. Ngithathe these just few points. Uthando is a feeling that we experience, right? Where you feel loved. Ukuthi ngaze ngathandwa. Yay, hayi ngiyathandwa shem, right? Then the second point uthando, it's the attitude that wants what is best for the beloved. Uthando ke li attitude lokuthi you want the best for umuntu omthandayo. Wakwamthanda umuntu bafethu. Uthi noma uno 10 rand ucabanga ukuthi usingiyomthengela i-airtime ka10 rand shema umuntu wami ukuze ezoba ne-airtime. Mina sengibonile bazalwane, yabo into eyenza ukuthi abazalwane banganikeli, it's because they don't love God. Yabo umuntu omthandayo, hayi bandla shame, uthatha imali yokugcina uhamba uyomthengela igift ngoba uyeza ukuthi uyamthanda. The day you develop uthando lakho uNkulunkulu umthande ngeke uzumgodlele lutho. Mekuthiwa kuyapledge uzopledge, mekuthiwa uzothayida ngoba uNkulunkulu umthanda wholeheartedly. So uma mntaka baba une challenge yokuthi mekunikelwa uba stinja nyanyana, awukubheka uthando lakho kuNkulunkulu ukuthi umthanda kangakanani. Ngoba abantu besifazane bese bethanda abantu besilisa webafethu bashiya amakhaya, ufica imoto yakhe drive wayindoda, azayinikeza indoda imali yokuthi yomlobola ngoba uyamthanda umuntu wakhe. Ekugcineni ke mase scam siyamscam akhe. Kuphele kanjalo. So uthando ke it's an attitude of wanting the best for the beloved. Then uthando is a decision and a commitment made to each other, right? Even though you don't feel like it, but luyi commitment. Ukuthi usibanani ngiyamthanda, whether imizwa ngiyayizwa noma ngiyizwa, but it's a commitment yokuthi ngizokuthanda. All right, enye topic ke abashadikazi leyo ke abahlala so imizwa shema isekho kodwa ngoba ngabaphambi kamfundisi ngathi ngiyamthanda ngithabo. So ubaba usifundisile kakhulu ukuthi khona uthando likufaka emshadweni, khona likugcina emshadweni. Yileli ligcina emshadweni alinamizwa, elikufakayo linemizwa. Ngayibamba nje lonto entshumayelweni, ngayibamba ngaqinisela kuyona, ngama futhi kuyona, angithi yabo. So if we can master that, we can have less divorce. Ngoba uzokwazi ukuthi it's not about feelings. Abanye abantu yabuza umdivorcelana asaye first aseke spark, ayibo ispark bafethu siyabuye sigcimela ispark nisphemba nini ispark ngokuthi ni remindane where you first met, why you were married to each other ekuqaleni, angithi yabo. Right, so uthando is a skill that we learn, right? If the core is like a seed, then love is like a nourishment. Angithi ke siyakhumbula ukuthi that week ngakhuluma ukuthi i-core worth yakho is like a seed, iphelele. Uma imbewu ingena emhlabathini isuke iphelele ukuthi lesi sihlahla soba namagatsha u10 sizokhipha ama fruits awu100, isuke iphelele nawe ngalesikhathi usayihluli esweni sikama wakho uyimbewu kuba wakho usuku uphelele ukuthi uzoba mpofu namazinya u32 namehla u2 nekhala elilodwa neindlebe usuku complete but not yet completed angithi yabo ngicabanga ukuthi yes understand leso uthathe imoto uphume udrive uyoyibhakela ngasebeach and have a moment to yourself uyidlela ilunch yakho without feeling guilty ukuthi usibanibana kadlile uhamba uyele gateway uyithengele ingubo ubuye nengubo without feeling guilty ukuthi into ethize ayenziwe. Love yourself, uyisupport wena uzinikeze wena isupport ume wenze njani uyincome, right? So even though we might not always have the love of others, but we can always choose to love ourselves, right? Singahluleka guys ukuthanda abanye abantu kodwa ngicela ungahluleki ukuyithanda wena, okay? So let me end this here for today. Ngoba isikhathi sethu sesiphelile. Next week we're gonna look block number 3 okuyi growth, then sobe sesidlulela kwi mindfulness. I hope ukuthi ke kukhona okufundile today on a show. Ungahluleka ukuthanda abanye abantu but ngicela ungahluleki ukuyithanda wena. NeBhayibheli liyasho ukuthi thanda umakhelwane njengoba uzithanda wena. So the first step of building your self-esteem, iblock yokuqala, know that when i-value yakho you 100%, whether unamalini awunamalini ushadile nengane, whether kwenzakalani empilweni yakho, i-value yakho you 100%. Block number 2, love yourself mntaka baba. Zithande, zi-encourage, zi-appreciate, zi-support wena. Qala lapho ekuzithandeni wena, because we want to become so good in loving others yet we fail to love ourselves. We want to support others but yet we fail to support our own vision, our own dreams. Before you go and support a vision yomunye umuntu, what do you have a vision for yourself? At school, my lecturer gave me a task. We were talking about something. Was okay, ngiyabona ukuthi ugijima kwi fast lane. Asibuyele kwi first lane, uyawazi ama-vision mfethu, abanye abantu uyawazi. What is a vision yakho? Ithini vision kaHlengiwe? Where do you see uHlengiwe in the next 3 years, in the next, wasiqala la, shiya ngo 10 years, go and set goals at 3 years. Where do you see uHlengiwe in the next 3 years? Then from low 3 years, build that. After 3 years, after the 3 years, where do you see uHlengiwe? That will be 6 years. Ithini vision yakho? Then support your own vision before you want to support other people's vision. So namhlanje nami I want to encourage you as I close the show. Go and discover ithini vision yakho ngawe. Then support your own vision before you go and want to be this great support to other people. Don't forget yourself. Ungazikhumbuli wena, akekho omunye umuntu ozokukhumbula. Okay guys, so I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed the show ke. Anginishike nodwa njengoba sengirepapa lolu hlelo at 12 o'clock izobe khona is the day, at 3 o'clock ikube ikhona ijoy ride. Mina nawe ke sobe sesihlangana kusasa lapha ohlelweni lethu la sithi khona it's the social club. From me myself uPastor Melo Hlengiwe wakamiyeza. Let me love you and leave you. Bye.
Abonge njalo afakazeli igama